Hello all, welcome to Pamita AI World, and my name is Pamita Sikandari. So students, in this video I have left my previous video for of difference between AI, ML, DL and DS at this point where I have to tell you about the various techniques used in deep learning. Fine. So prior to that, I have explained you about supervised learning, unsupervised learning and reinforcement learning. uh, I have told you supervised learning, okay, in which I told you that uh, in supervised learning output and as well as input is known. For example, 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. That thing I have explained you in my previous video. Fine. So please check this video before jumping into this video. So this and unsupervised learning, I have told you about the cluster technique, and I have given you the example of apple, where I told you that how machine would recognize the particular object is apple. Machine would check the shape of the particular object and tell and make a cluster of the objects like round shape, and make the cluster of that object, and with the help of that cluster or feature machine would tell that this is apple. And now comes to reinforcement semi supervised learning. In this I told you that some data is labeled and some data is not labeled. Fine. So I have given you the brief idea about what are the approaches ML used to explore the data. So these three were the approaches used by machine learning to explore the data: reinforcement, semi supervised learning. So now in this video we will discuss all these terms with full detail so that you can understand it easily. So what are the various techniques used by deep learning? So here I'll discuss you about the 4 basic techniques used by deep learning. Fine. Number 1 is artificial neural network, which is also called ANN. Fine. In short form, artificial neural network. What happened in this technique? In this technique, data is in the form of number. Fine. Look guys, I have told you about the basics. Fine. I'll explain all these things: supervised, unsupervised and reinforcement, semi supervised learning with full details if you don't understand now with my previous videos, because I'll tell you all these terms in my next videos. So artificial neural network is data is in the form of number. Number 2, convolutional neural network. It is also called CNN. Data is in the form of image. Data is in the form of image. Fine. So if data is in the form of image, convolutional neural network would be used in deep learning. If data is in the form of number, artificial neural network technique would be used in deep learning. And third is recurrent neural network, that is also called or RNN. Fine. So in this, data is present in time series kind. That is also called real time data. So that is called recurrent neural network. And its fourth is transfer learning. Transfer learning. In this, base is CNN. Fine. Transfer learning is having base of CNN, that is convolutional neural network. First it will use CNN. Fine. After that, transfer learning will be continue to achieve the multi-neural network architecture. Fine. This is the brief introduction about the deep learning, and this is these three are the approaches of machine learning to provide to explore the data. And now comes what is artificial intelligence. Fine. So I'll tell you about the artificial intelligence. What is this artificial intelligence? So artificial intelligence can be divided into two parts. Fine. Artificial intelligence could be divided into two parts. We can say, first we will check the definition of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is by seeing this model, that is ML, you can say that artificial intelligence is a subfield of computer science. Fine. AI is a subfield of computer science. Fine. So AI can be split into two parts. One is applied AI. Second is generalized AI. Fine. Applied, what comes under applied AI? Can you guess what comes under applied AI? Under applied AI comes it perform some specific task, that is applied AI. And what is generalized AI? It acts exactly like humans. It acts exactly generalized AI. Fine. Or nowadays we say it generative AI. Fine. So there are two types of artificial intelligence. One is applied AI, second is generalized AI. In applied AI, what it does, it performs some specific task. What generalized AI does, it acts exactly like human. Fine. Can you guess, any of you can guess, can you guess what are the example of applied AI? Everybody knows it very well. If I'll tell you the example, you will be shocked what example would come in applied AI. Fine. So example of applied AI is, example is Alexa. Alexa is the example of applied AI. Fine. That Alexa, a speaker like instrument in many houses now, also in India, they just give the command to Alexa and Alexa perform that specific task for human. So whatever you ask to Alexa, it will perform a music, or it will tell you the story, or it will work for you. That is the example of applied AI, which is used into your house. That is called Alexa. Okay. So this is the thing. Another example of applied AI is Google Assistant. That is also the example of applied AI. So this whole thing uh, this whole part today I explained you is all about the difference between AI, ML, DL and DS. Now comes, I have given you these examples also. I don't know whether you understood it or not, because I have checked my previous video. That was not visible. That part was not visible in that previous video. So many of you who are the beginners would not have understand this thing what I was telling you. So this thing I'll tell you in my upcoming video. So tomorrow I'll tell you in detail what is supervised learning, what is unsupervised learning, what is reinforcement, semi-supervised learning. I'll tell you the brief introduction about these things, what is comes under ML, and I will also tell you about the some basic features of all these things what I told you here. Fine. So please stay tuned for the next video, and happy learning. Thanks a lot.